I'm Malcolm Brooks, and I'd like to look at the fifth step in the documentary songwriting method, adding chords. And let's look at the question, how do you know when you're done? How do you find chords, and how do you know whether they're right? I'll show you the way that I do it with 3 experiments, and I'll show you the 3 experiments. First, let's verify the melody's okay. So, in the last video, we used an imaginary situation. Anna, 16 years old, her dad coming home from Afghanistan, and Anna and her dad and the family making dinner together. And the melody that we designed and the words went like this. He'll be coming home from Afghanistan. Soon we'll be together. All of us in the kitchen. Wonder what we'll make for dinner. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Seems to work okay. Passed the hummability test on la la la'd rather than hummed so that you could hear it. Now, what key are we in? That will help us figure out the chords to try first. The last note of the melody, wonder what we'll make for dinner. There's our last note. Pretty close to G. And so we'll go with the key of G. And then the chords will be 1 chord G, 4 chord C, and 5 chord D. So we have these 3 chords, the G chord, the C chord, and the D chord. 1, 4, and 5. Let's pretend I have a violin here, and I can play, maximum of 4 notes, but 2 is enough to pluck to get the sense of a chord. So I can play the G string and the D string, get the G chord, a C and a G for the C chord, and a D and an A for the A chord. Here comes the first experiment. I sing until Anna asks me to change. He'll be coming home from Afghanistan. Soon we'll be, she's shaking her head, time to stop that chord. So I'll try the 4 chord. Soon we'll be, she smiles, together, time to stop that chord. I'll go back, gather. All of us in the kitchen. She wants another chord there. Well, I'll try the 5 chord kitchen. No, she doesn't like that one. Well, the only one left to try is the 4 chord kitchen. She likes that. Wonder what we'll make. Surely it's a 5 chord. Wonder what we'll make. And back home to the 1 for dinner. So that experiment is just playing till it sounds wrong and then choosing one of the other chords. 3 chords, 3 probable chords. There are so many songs that way. Why? Because they are easy to learn and they're so fun to play. Musicians can make up parts when the chords last for a while. Imagine a bass player walks in, he hears the song, and he can make up a pattern. He'll be coming home from Afghanistan. Soon we'll be together. All of us in the kitchen. Wonder what we'll make for dinner. Are we done? Well, the second experiment is to try some of the probable minor chords. And you probably already know that every major chord has a cousin, a relative minor, that is so close to the major chord. So if the G chord, G, B, D, its relative minor is just E minor, pretty much the same notes, G, B, E. So that often we can substitute the relative minor chord for the major chord. So let's do that. He'll be coming home from Afghanistan. Sounds pretty good. So we can always substitute a minor chord and test it out. That's the way to experiment that way. But the other experiment to try, the third one, is to use the note in the melody as the color note in the chord. So let's pick the example of the note as a B. Like, all of us, we have this B right there. Or maybe we'll move it down an octave for this test. This B right there. In either case, you would think a G chord will work fine. Then G, B, D, G, B. But also, if we say that B is the major 7 in a C major 7 chord, C, E, G, B, we've used the melody to create color. And so it would sound like, he'll be coming home from Afghanistan. And it's a different flavor, different color than he'll be coming home from Afghanistan. Which is better? We can always ask Anna. And it might be best of all just to say there, he'll be coming home from Afghanistan. So I will jump ahead and I will throw in a few minor chords and then major 7 chord so that you can hear the effect and hear how it may make a different mood. He'll be coming home from Afghanistan. Soon we'll be together, all of us in the kitchen. What we'll make for dinner. So there are different moods that you can create with the chords. And the 3 experiments we tried, first the probable majors, then the probable minors, the cousins, the relative minors of each of those major chords. And then we tried just one chord where the melody note is outside of the chord and gives it color. All of them work, all of them are good. And the wonderful thing when you're working with a story source is the two of you can decide together and you don't have to decide something all by yourself. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you enjoy exploring and experimenting with the chords in this 5th step and finding something that feels good with the melody.